The confirmed number of coronavirus cases in Los Angeles County comes to 1,155,309. The confirmed number of deaths reaches 18,500. Here in Torrance, the total number of confirmed cases is 6,379, with total confirmed deaths at 156. We anticipate those numbers to increase as the county updates its last 24-hour operating period. Welcome to COVID-19 Today. I'm Ben McCain. It's 4 p.m. on Thursday, February 11th. Los Angeles County public health officials continue to report a steady decline in new COVID-19 cases. At the beginning of this week, the number of daily new cases averaged close to 4,500, a 70% decrease from the peak experienced just a month ago when the average number of cases hovered around 15,000. Officials say while cases may be declining, there still remains an alarming gap in the Latino communities. The Public Health Department continues to work on strategies to improve access to vaccines for people who are older with limited mobility who may need assistance making appointments. Mobile vaccine clinics are being organized and more than 60 volunteers have been assigned to work to support neighborhood vaccination sites. Officials say in the coming weeks, teachers and those working in education and child care, along with food and agriculture workers, first responders, and grocery workers will be able to get their shots in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Dr. Barbara Ferrer says with more than 2 million people in the county currently eligible for shots, the new groups will add close to 1.4 million more. California state officials announced in the next several weeks the vaccination effort will be coordinated by a third-party administrator, Blue Shield of California. Now, Dodger Stadium, which is run by the city of Los Angeles, not the county, will shut down after today due to a lack of vaccines. Dodger Stadium, along with 4 other city-operated vaccine distribution sites, will be closed Friday and Saturday. Instead, the city of Los Angeles will continue running mobile clinics targeted for underserved communities. The 7 super sites run by the county continues to take appointments for first and second dose vaccines. Residents who qualify should go online to secure a spot. You can go to vaccinatelacounty.com. And with the Lunar New Year, Valentine's Day and President's Day holiday all taking place this weekend, officials urge the public to remain vigilant, avoid gathering with family and friends outside of your immediate household, and continue to wear face coverings, social distance, and stay home as much as possible. Coronavirus vaccines may seem hard to come by right now, but executives at one major retailer says by spring things should look very different. Walgreens Senior Vice President of Pharmacy and Healthcare, Rick Gates, says by late March or early April there should be more broad access across all of our stores nationwide for the COVID-19 vaccine. Walgreens is part of a federal pharmacy program that will ship doses directly to drugstores beginning this week. The pharmacy chain plans to start vaccinations tomorrow at some of its stores in 15 states. Now, while those pharmacies will get a limited supply and vaccines will only be available to Americans who qualify as high priority based on age or medical conditions, the Biden administration said this week it should also start shipping vaccines to community health centers as part of its strategy to reach communities of color and low-income families who may not have access otherwise. Many are also in anticipation of the addition of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which is expected to boost the supply chain in the coming weeks. The pharmaceutical company applied for emergency authorization from the Food and Drug Administration last week for their one-shot vaccine. The director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease, Dr. Anthony Fauci, also said in recent interviews that he predicts that by April, it will be open season for vaccinations in the U.S., and the rate of vaccinations will greatly accelerate in the coming months. The Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce invited business community to join online for this year's State of the State event. State Senator Stephen Bradford from the 35th District Senator Ben Allen from the 26th District and Assemblyman Al Murtsuchi from the 66th District all addressed different facets of the pandemic that have impacted the business community. From topics of police reform to the state's Employment Development Department to the vaccine rollout, many of the issues addressed today by the local legislators touched on issues felt by many in the business community during the pandemic. Bradford, Allen, and Murtsuchi all shared various bills they're currently working on to address some of the challenges and concerns that have come up during the pandemic. More than 150 participants joined the conversation this morning. Now, if you missed this event, the Chamber is hosting their Women in Business event tomorrow morning online beginning at 8:30. Then next Thursday, be sure to register for the State of the Region address with Congressmembers Ted Lieu and Maxine Waters as they discuss business at the federal level. You can go to torrancechamber.com for more information. Well, there's a COVID-19 clinic coming to the South Bay on Monday. In case you're still looking to sign up yourself or a family member, Dignity Health Hospitals, in partnership with Dignity Health Sports Park, will offer COVID-19 vaccinations for at-risk populations who may not have access to health care. The drive-through clinic is taking place in the city of Carson at Dignity Health Sports Park Monday through Friday of next week. To qualify, you must be 65 or older. Be sure to allow about 1 hour for your appointment. Bring proof of your age, either a driver's license, state ID, or passport. This is a no-cost Moderna vaccine handled by appointment only. Go to dhspvaccineclinic.eventbrite.com. CVS Health is now offering COVID-19 vaccines throughout the state beginning today. The company announced 335 CVS pharmacy locations across the country, with roughly 100 cities in California to receive close to 82,000 doses. California is just one of 11 states to take part in its initial rollout. CVS started taking appointments on Tuesday of this week. Now those eligible to receive the vaccine must fall under the state's current vaccine rollout plan, which puts adults 65 and older at the front of the line. Officials say more CVS pharmacies will offer the vaccine once the supply of doses increases. Their goal is to make vaccines available at locations across the country with the ability to administer 20 to 25 million doses per month. To register online or make an appointment, go to cvs.com or call 800-746-7287. Mega retailer Target is showing their support for employees and announced plans to provide up to 4 hours of pay for its frontline workers when it's their turn to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Company officials say employees will get 2 hours of pay for each dose of the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine, and Target would also provide all of its U.S. workers with free Lyft rides of up to $15 each way to get to and from their vaccine appointments. The company did say while employees are encouraged to get the vaccine, they are not required in order to work. While vaccines are not yet available to essential workers like Target employees, Target says they are looking into whether or not in-store CVS pharmacy locations would be able to offer the vaccine to team members and customers in the future. Target is also leading the retail industry in offering its employees a $15 starting wage, topped with a $500 New Year's bonus paid last month. Federal authorities are looking into a massive counterfeit operation of N95 masks in which fake 3M masks were sold in at least 5 states to hospitals, medical facilities, and government agencies. The foreign-made knockoffs are becoming increasingly difficult to spot and could put healthcare workers at risk for contracting the coronavirus. Homeland Security Department officials say these counterfeit masks give first responders a false sense of security, while officials could not name the state or companies involved because of the active investigation. Federal investigators say they have seen an increase in phony websites that they say sell vaccines as well as fake medicinal products made overseas. 3M, which is based in Maplewood, Minnesota, is among the largest global producers of the N95 mask, which was approved by the U.S. National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health and is considered the gold standard in protection against the virus. The company delivered nearly 2 billion N95 masks in 2020 as the pandemic was at its height. The company warned medical facilities and anyone looking to purchase large quantities of masks to check for faulty trademarks and packaging. We're just one day away from the official kickoff of tax season. Beginning tomorrow, the Internal Revenue Service will begin accepting and processing your 2020 tax returns. Typically, the IRS begins accepting them in late January, but the agency says it's taking the time to do additional programming and testing of its system to ensure there won't be a delay in issuing refunds following tax law changes from the stimulus package that was passed in December. For those impacted by jobless unemployment benefits are considered taxable income, while the 2 rounds of stimulus payments are not, and for those who never received their payments or less than they were due, you can get the proper amount by claiming recovery rebate credit on your 2020 taxes. Now, to speed up the refunds during the pandemic, the IRS urges taxpayers to file electronically with direct deposit. Free File Alliance, an IRS program that partners with private companies to provide free tax preparation to millions of filers, is available to those whose adjusted gross income was $72,000 or less last year. The deadline to file this year is Thursday, April 15th. The South Coast Air Quality Management District issued another residential no-burn alert for today. From midnight through 11:59 tonight, residents are prohibited from burning wood in fireplaces or any indoor or outdoor wood-burning devices. This is to help keep the air clean, especially when levels of fine particulate air pollution in the region is forecast to be high. Residents are encouraged to sign up to receive email alerts at airalerts.org, and be sure to sign up for Torrance Alerts to stay in the know at Torrance CA Gov. That's Torrance CA Gov/Torrance Alerts. The Los Angeles Zoo is gearing up to reopen to the public once again. Beginning next Tuesday, the zoo will welcome back visitors for the first time since the most recent COVID-19 regional stay-at-home order went into effect on December 7th. Zoo officials said they've modified the zoo experience to make it safe for guests and conform to the LA County Department of Public Health's safety protocols. Visitors should expect to make reservations online prior to visiting, see a limited number of other visitors, as capacity will be reduced within the zoo. Face coverings for all staff and guests over the age of 2 will be required, and there will be enhanced cleaning protocols in place for high-contact surfaces and bathrooms. You'll also find hand sanitizer stations throughout the park. See one-way traffic pathways throughout the zoo to allow for social distancing, and you may find that some indoor exhibits will continue to remain closed, along with high-touch areas like the playground and carousel. You can learn more at lazoo.org/reopening. As more industries begin to welcome back guests, one local park is making plans to bring back the community with an event called Taste of Boysenberry Festival. While the Knott's Berry Farm Park will not be open for rides, this special event, which includes food and drinks, will begin on March 5th. There will be more than 65 boysenberry-infused food and drinks available during the festival. Fair food also includes beer cheese soup with boysenberry drizzle and brown butter croutons, beef dips with creamy boysenberry, mashed potatoes, and boysenberry barbecue, carne asada pizza with cilantro and onions. Now, to help guard against the spread of the coronavirus, guests will have their temperatures checked before being admitted in, and guests must wear face coverings at all times, except with eating and drinking. The festival will run on select Mondays through Saturdays from noon until 9 p.m. and select Sundays from noon until 8 p.m. A guest must purchase tasting cards ahead of time for the specific date they'd like to visit. Tickets can be purchased online at knotts.com or through their mobile app. Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen is launching a new menu item today, and it's hoping to catch the same kind of excitement with fans as their chicken sandwich. The fast food New Orleans-style chicken restaurant chain announced that the Cajun Flounder sandwich will be available in restaurants for a limited time starting at just $4.49. Popeyes and the fish sandwich is similar to its popular fried chicken sandwich, which debuted in August 2019 and has been a big hit. The fried fish fillet is served on the same buttery brioche bun with pickles and tartar sauce. Ash Wednesday is February 17th and marks the start of Lent. Several restaurants annually aim to bring in customers who observe the holiday with a variety of seafood specials. Now, if you're not sure about the new menu item, Popeyes is offering a sandwich insurance deal today, which costs just 15 cents. For guests who don't like the fish sandwich, Popeyes will replace it with the chicken sandwich for free with the purchase of the insurance. Popeyes welcomed its newest location in Torrance on the corner of Hawthorne Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway. Supermarket chain Aldi is expanding its curbside pickup services to nearly 500 stores by the end of 2021. Aldi is set to open a location in Torrance on Crenshaw Boulevard across from the Torrance Crossroads Shopping Center at the former Palos Verdes Bowl. Aldi uses Instacart for both curbside orders and deliveries. Prices through the online demand grocery shopping service can be higher than in-store prices, along with a nominal pickup fee applied to the order to offset cost of the personal shopper. Instacart works with more than 60 grocery retailers, including Albertsons, Sprouts, Smart & Final, and Costco, just to name a few. Aldi has more than 2,000 stores across 37 states and says it is on track to become the third largest grocery retailer by the end of 2022. The new locations are planned with a focus on Arizona, California, Florida, and the Northeast. The Year of the Ox officially kicks off tomorrow as Friday marks the beginning of Lunar New Year. Also referred to Chinese New Year or the Spring Festival, it marks the end of the coldest days and welcomes the spring. Originally, the holiday was a ceremonial day to pray to the gods and ancestors for a successful harvest season. Firecrackers are also part of the tradition to ward off monsters and bad luck. The multi-day celebration includes a number of traditions wrapped around food, family, and red envelopes often given to children to help transfer fortune from one generation to the next. Those born in the Year of the Ox are said to have positive traits such as hardworking, honest, intelligent, patient, and reliable, and never looks for praise or attention. Lunar New Year ends on February 22nd. Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and if you're wondering how you can celebrate during this pandemic, well, the City of Torrance created a resource page to help you find exactly what you need. From local deals and offerings from restaurants, hotels, and much more, the city's COVID resource page found at cityoftorranceca.com. Not only will you find information about Valentine's Day, but also COVID-19 vaccine distribution, how to sign up for an appointment, along with the latest COVID-19 data from the county and the state. Some of the Valentine's Day's deals you'll find include food and drinks to go. Absolution Brewery is offering a pre-order 3-course take-home and retreat dinner. For two, it includes beer to go as well as some delicious pairings. And Andre's at the Doubletree is offering a romantic 3-course meal with a glass of champagne for just $40. Build-A-Bear, Burke Williams, Chato Tea Room, Daniel's Jewelers, and the Depot Restaurant, Red Car Brewery, and much more are finding ways to help you celebrate safely with your loved ones this Valentine's Day. Be sure to check out all of the local deals available in Torrance. Go to cityoftorranceca.com/specials. And if your business has a special running for this weekend that you want the community know about, email them at webmaster@torranceca.gov. Well, as we head into this Valentine's Day weekend, be sure to tune in to Weekends in Torrance. New episodes air at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Learn more about one local business who's managed to stay busy during the pandemic, shifting how they do business, all the while bringing joy to the community. Then on Saturday, celebrate with a party in my yardie. That's right, yard signs to celebrate every occasion, from birthdays to Valentine's Day to Mother's Day and much more. We'll introduce you to the woman who found a way to work around the limitations she faced during the pandemic, turning it into a successful career. Plus, if you're celebrating Valentine's Day this weekend with your canine companion, we've got some great tips with Canine Corner's Rhiannon Tretanich. You won't want to miss this episode. These stories and much more, so be sure to tune in this weekend at 2 p.m. You can find us on Spectrum Cable Channel 3, Verizon Fios Channel 31, streaming on our website as well as on YouTube. Members of the Seaside community are inviting the public to participate in a socially distanced COVID complaint cleanup event. Wear a face mask, bring your own tools, or use the ones available, and get ready to roll up your sleeves as volunteers are invited to help beautify this local park dedicated to local heroes. The beautification event takes place on Saturday from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. at Seaside Heroes Park, located at 22812 Catherine Avenue. Well, before we go, at the end of each program, we like to share stories from our community, feel-good pictures, images, and videos that remind us of how resilient our community is and how Torrance truly cares. Several senior care facilities in Torrance received much-needed generous gifts today thanks to a local church. Spearheaded by the Bread of Life Church in Torrance, along with Torrance Councilman George Chin, together they helped facilitate 4 donations of face masks today. Pastor Eric Gao, Pastoral Assistant Richard Hu, along with Councilman Chen, delivered these PPEs to Sunrise at Palos Verdes, Torrance Care Center West, the Earlwood and Driftwood Healthcare and Rehabilitation Center. Just last week, the Torrance-based church located on Lomita Boulevard also donated 50,000 face masks to Torrance first responders. What a great way to show your support for the community and showing how Torrance truly cares. Now, if you have a great story, photo, or video you'd like to share, email us at covid19today@torranceca.gov. We'd love to hear from you. Well, that's our update for COVID-19 Today. We'll see you right back here on Monday as Leslie Robbins brings you the latest. Be safe, stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.